this game.
Maybe.
Like, during investigation stuff.
But this is the last trial thing. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, but we can tell about it when we're fucking up, like, remembering what, like, evidence is meant to go.
This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last.
It really is. It really is weird that I literally eat out all the games that we require the most amount of talk.
Yeah. What's the big ideal?
Sorry, Nick! I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from running with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick!
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edward is looking glum as always. I hope Von Carver doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! I forgot what voice I gave him.
British.
No, I gave up on that a while ago, remember? I think I just started doing mostly like an exaggerated version of my own voice because, like, otherwise I'd be straining my voice every time I talk to this motherfucker. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry! I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back!
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right! Good idea!
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Electrocute Von Karma.
Oh! Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, pal!
Ooh.
What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning, Mr. Edward! Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear, as promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
He said he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edward if he can't remember his past? He does remember. And I'm going to prove it.
You're gonna have to bring in Polly. That's literally what most people remember about this case outside of, like, the actual resolution. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask that the defense cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well, please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memories of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away from yesterday? The witness was not running away, he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I honestly cannot do Von Karma, right? Because otherwise I will kill myself. Alright?
Yeah.
Like, his voice is way too deep. That objection thing is like fucking me up.
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one, so my testimony yesterday stands as it is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yana Yodi. You're Yana Yodi, and I'm going to prove it. Alright, let's see. Press. I call what you did running away, and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanayodi.
Probably because he burnt the fucking letter, dumbass. And yeah,
why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering the exact times. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack!
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna think that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup. Seems like it. Then how... how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old car?
Check the court record before you say that you can. Do we have anything that can prove?
Probably not. Possible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
How can you say you had no one if I say you do? You had a grudge against Edward and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Okay, that might have been a leading question. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I'd like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Yanni Yodi, a former court bailiff.
Bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident?
He figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does that mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yodi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof! And allow me to repeat once more what the witness has lost that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yodi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick! How are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor! Please take this man's fingerprints.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
We'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yodi.
He doesn't have them. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
I think this whole no fingerprints is kind of stupid. Because I'm pretty sure like toe prints are exactly the same as fingerprints.
Yeah. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Hey, what? You sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Why don't you just use his hair?
That's stupid.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seriously, I'm pretty sure most like government agencies, when they take your prints, they also like nowadays take your like another piece of DNA just in case that like you fuck those up. It seems that the case has been decided. No.
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No. Can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
You call to the court a parrot. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are you gonna do?
I didn't even consider that. He might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this parrot for a little comic relief, huh?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma.
Wait
a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to!
Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot!
This is... Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? You didn't even ask! This is a farce! I object!
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Oh, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest! Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard!
Von Karma's read every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least...
My food's almost here, by the way.
I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrots. God damn, I don't know why this happens. That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me!
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello!
Is that the shortest testimony in Ace Attorney history?
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far.
Is that the shortest in Ace Attorney history?
I'm pretty sure it is, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong. I'll check later.
Right.
I didn't read what it said. What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What did we do, Maya?
Hello! You're gonna have to actually do something here. Also, remember to save, just in case.
Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's at that. Oh, shit, sorry.
I want you to testify! Maya, you talk to her. Now I wait in real time. Nice cold water. So how are you guys' day going? Yeah. I might cut this part out, but unless I'm lazy. Hey.
Right, what did I say?
Have we forgotten? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6!
If I can get Polly to say that, that'll prove that his character had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have I forgotten something? Hello? Huh? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot! Hello! Oh, it's Alan King Nick. She would say it!
This is ridiculous. Why don't you say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this.
He couldn't have...
He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
Go back. Let's try the other stuff.
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly? Huh? Mr. Wright? I think we've established that parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does.
Huh? Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove your owner's identity. Then show us the proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Fiona Yogi. All you have to do is just tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof of the parrot's name reveals caretaker's identity is...
Why did you say it was important? Because I don't think it is. Read the file in DL6. There it is!
Ah. Shit. Wrong button.
The DL6 case file? Well, that's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in the file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
I'm pretty sure this is listed in order. Wanted suspect dated page. This page has all the information about Yuna Yodi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See?
Indeed it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly?
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see, I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all! My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only
7 years old! Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. As for the year. Nick, we're getting closer! One more, if we can just find one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what?
The safe combo, remember? Very well, witness, you may continue. What's the safe number?
Maybe you'll dare to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
It's just pretty here to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number in the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! My, what a reckless bird. Technical record again for the page. Let's be honest here, it'll be on that file. There it is, 1228. Maybe the number actually does.
It does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How will the number of a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. We will possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity. Just to check, well actually...
It's December 28th.
No, the name of the page.
It's the first one.
Okay, somewhere now. What is this obsession you have in this case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
There's the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date! 15 years ago!
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
Let's see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's code for total 0001 because I'm number 1!
Say goodbye to your profits.
There's nothing to do with a date, nothing! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, true coincidence at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember!
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, you totally looks totally different!
This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please say your name to the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Mr. Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error to his confession. Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Well, then better please take a stand. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion in this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty!
Yay.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Or is it?
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means...
No.
Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is going to confess! He's going to say he's guilty! He's going to tell him he was the murderer of the 06 incident! He's going to tell him he killed his own dad!
Uh-oh, what do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Did something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare, it's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself.
How old is he? 24 minus 15 would be 9.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright? I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir! I mean, you kill your own dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case for what?
Huh. Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about? He just admitted it! He confessed that he did it! In court!
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
Wow.
It might be grasping at straws, dude. Now I would like to resume our trial. Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examine. The statute of limitations on DL6 runs out today. No, it's unconventional for me. I'd like to run this one by the books. I see. Does the defense have any objection?
No, Your Honor. On karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? I feel like this entire case should be thrown out just purely on the basis that if a kid really did do it, well, he wouldn't exactly get jail time for doing something in a high-stress situation revolving around limited oxygen and a fucking throw of a gun.
I mean... I know it didn't involve limited oxygen or a gun, but look
It
at
did.
look at the Mori.
No, it quite literally did, remember?
I was going to make a comparison to a Mori, but which didn't have either of those, but
yeah, no, like,
well.
fucking Edgeworth, by all forms allowed, basically, like, outside of the most draconian laws, which this is Japan's laws, so yeah, we'll almost certainly get, like, damn near nothing for this.
Yeah.
It's involuntary manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter is still manslaughter.
Yeah, but, like, it's also, like, purely on so much bad situations that it literally happened through accident. You get at max, like, a year.
Yeah.
It is correct. Now testify about this to the matter of the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work.
Please, please? That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. We went to leave in a quick truck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost his composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember to this day. That's all. Actually, check the court record. Victim data.
Defense attorney, one bullet found in his heart. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Trapped in. Yeah.
Turning from a lost trial.
Till now that you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi had made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the literal smoke. Like, go to the whole shot thing.
First?
Because let's be honest here, that's like the clearest contradiction. There.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. And then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony.
You do enjoy drawing that file out that file, don't you?
Sir, it is literally what we are discussing at this very moment.
I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miss... Yeah.
It's the one we haven't looked at. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice! Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was it perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, the incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. Check the, court record again. What's his, bullet from DL6A?
Still bears clear ballistic markings.
Oh, wait. The photo.
There's also a bullet hole in the glass.
Yeah.
Unless he was conveniently standing right in front of the glass.
No, definitely! The bullet! The bullet was in his heart!
Ah.
Remember?
Yeah.
The bullet couldn't have gone through the glass!
Huh.
That's our next piece of evidence.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fire twice, as we have heard. One of the shots was the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible! No, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. The evidence of the second fire in the pistol is related to the incident. It has to be a photo because you can't use the bullet, yeah. You have to show that there's...
Look at this photograph. This is a photograph. Oh, Judge.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves a murder weapon was fired twice, at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired where?
Your Honor, please get a clue.
The window.
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see, a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by the shot from the pistol. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Order, Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went at Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired ran out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary?
It's on page 1.
It's on page 1.
Check it.
It was written.
Oh, I was going to say it. Not a single clue is found at the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. It does have a point. That second bullet has never been found! Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid that I have to discount the defense's claims. I praise the judge for his wisdom in the matter.
Yeah. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Matt.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick!
The second bullet wasn't there. All my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth and declare him innocent!
I'm sorry. Just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I won! I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think that it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick! Well, it seems that we've finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired at Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt! Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now! Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like
my first day.
Oh wait, I don't know why.
There are so many things I know.
So many of the characters that I'm reading for are here right now. That's why.
But my mind's wrong. I can't find the words. Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof.
Nick!
I don't know. This case is perfect.
Oh no!
Huh?
It must exist. The second bullet.
Huh? What? What did you just say?
Nothing!
Second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
Seemed...
Waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
I'd like to point out that this is some, this is kind of a little bit of foreshadowing for the later. Because, like, even though he's not a spirit medium, he clearly does end up using spirit medium techniques later on.
Yeah.
So the fact that someone who isn't a spirit medium can actually, like, hear a spirit right here and now, kind of implies that Phoenix himself has a little bit of a thing with that.
Yeah. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it didn't exist!
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who? The murderer.
Murderers.
Hentos, just who is this murderer? I'm still
thinking about that.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not that easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer didn't...
wait. Of course there was a need, that's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene is the bullet would be proof? Or... Oh, it could be either one.
Save.
I'm just gonna say proof. Or maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof?
If it was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
I think the answer was that they didn't need it. Let's try the other one, and if both...
Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Yeah, it was the other one. But you really should have saved on that one.
Oh well. One penalization.
Murderer didn't need it.
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that! The other two people are rescued from the elevator! Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed! So that would mean...
the murderer came from outside, yes. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you truly are the most unpredictable defense attorney I've never known. I can tell you're grasping it. I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded! There's no murderer!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something. Really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. Did a vacation for several months after that, see? Yes, unusual event. That was the first and the last vacation he was taken in his many years prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
it could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
He was Von Karma!
Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Say no.
Your Honor! There is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?! You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there! Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst of my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you claim that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it! I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go with the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use.
Edgeworth!
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane!
That would hurt.
You couldn't have.
You can't just pull bullets out yourself.
I mean, you can if you're, like, an action movie star.
It would hurt.
But...
Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
I can. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot...
Metal detector.
Yeah, Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving evidence trail. So then, I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Is that even possible to do?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't mean...
I do. There is a possibility of the bullet. It's still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
It's usually specific denial.
Order! Your Honor, the defense
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. It's completely unprecedented.
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. This is literally Microsoft versus Sony over the acquisition by It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to the testing. Nick, what does that mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no objection to obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't! You don't have any of the DL6 incident!
That's because you took it out of the records ring yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright!
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. Well, you see, I have proof!
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edward? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. I can see the bar up there. It's time to... And here's my final proof! My attorney's been...
No.
Damn it. To your...
The DL6 bullet, yes. It's because of the case marking.
Yeah.
That's... a bullet. Where did you get that?!
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This is taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edward. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial, 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. I wonder if there's ever been a case of, like, two of the ballistic markings on a gun being the exact same as another's.
Who knows?
We have two bullets
in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Victory Edge's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is a bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, the markings matched. We would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words. The murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. We're really performing surgery right here and now.
It'll be very painful.
Then, we'll prepare the ballistic markings of those on this bullet. And solve this case, once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma.
Yeah, I'm not gonna continue that. Actually, kill my voice. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Don't do it again.
Just go over, copy, and paste that scream through audio. Quiet! Stop quiet! You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air. Oh, we'll stop you. Stop breathing my air!
Get away! Get away from my father! Yeah, I'm not doing that. Again, just use the audio from my scream earlier. I'm not about to scream. It's that scream I heard in the elevator! 15 years ago! Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma. Dwarf! Only you would dare defy me! So was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands!
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edward would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Dwarf! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there, not thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing had happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain on my shoulder! Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 30 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime! Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade! Now, end it! Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
47 time in one day.
Not guilty.
Yay.
The confetti happens again.
I
wonder how Gumshoe even had more confetti.
They just happen to have confetti every time they...
No, so that means it's actually a bit of a joke, a running joke that Gumshoe's the one that throws all the confetti.
I did see it.
That is all.
Ow.
This court is adjourned.
I just banged my tooth with my water bottle.
Damn.
Did not feel good.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Mr. Von Carlo looked even paler than usual!
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick.
Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed!
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time, myself! But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know! Try thank you!
I see. Thank you, Wright. That's you.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You have a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
He's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would! I'll never forget because I owe you one, pal! And tonight was party! Tears on me! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, that you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey,
y'all!
Yeah.
I was laughing. Hey, y'all!
I know, but I kind of wanted to say the hey y'all thing.
Lana!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your head in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Logan? Oh, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really. That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the bar? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Fiancé. She's going to live in Paris! Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming.
Isn't this his second girlfriend he's been that went out to Paris?
Yeah. Yo, Edgy, there you are!
Yeah, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along to it tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, I thought please talk prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine later.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not strange. That's not that strange. He'll give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No! No! Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
So, even Edgeworth had the exact same thought process that I did. Why did no one think of him immediately? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it, and that whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is not expecting to turn into fence, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me!
No, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? Actually, I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did!
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known, I'd become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney, after all. Chances are, Wright would have still been a defense attorney, really.
Yeah.
Like, even if that incident never happened, he almost certainly would have become a defense attorney explicitly because of the events of the third game. You'll find out later. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me! So, we're never gonna get to...
Gumshoe took us out in town that night. You were saying?
We're never gonna get to this because that game was never translated into English.
Hey.
But it's also Gumshoe's last appearance, right?
Yeah.
So you know how like it's a running joke that Gumshoe gets his pay docked?
Yeah.
Wanna know the ultimate resolution to like his last adventure?
What?
Well, after doing so much work for Edgeworth and like pulling so much of his weight in that last game of his, Edgeworth actually says that he'll be getting a pay raise.
Ah. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. That's the game! Totally.
No, there's obviously still more, but...
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts.
You guys went out drinking too.
It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! First trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait.
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice. But still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
That's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I feel who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence of your help.
Evidence?
Maya, some evidence.
It's the bullet, the final bullet. A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to the deal sticks. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence, didn't you?
How goes it?
Good.
Pretty good. My voice is shot.
This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick. Thanks.
Thanks, Maya. I shouldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're helpless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
That's an adorable picture.
Then
Thanks, Nick.
I can't do Maya's voice if you notice. My voice really is shot from Von Karma's bullshit.
and so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Wow. That's the game!
Pretty sure there's like mid-credit stuff.
Yeah, like that.
Like, hey pal, Mr. Edward came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? One of these days I'm gonna have to like do that for one of these shows. Just out of nowhere.
Probably. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That misses a nightly, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Ooh, Wright. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
He was a decent tutorial boss. And unlike his brother, he's not an asshole who cheats. He's just kind of a decent lawyer. I'm sure his job is prosecuting, but that's his job.
You're a bellboy.
Phoenix Wright, Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over the management of Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Ahem! Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, he is under subject, is he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him this late. Days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Say. Ugh. Oh yeah. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know they're finally putting a handful of movies on DVD and now they're not, DVD is 3 other word for everything you say? How am I supposed to keep say? Have to remind ourselves what characters we did.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of public eyes till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
Kids have dreams?
Yeah.
Unless your dream is, I want to be a YouTuber, then good luck, I guess. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounded like she got a cold staying under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time. So I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
The mountain village. You know, those famous... Actually, California does actually have mountains.
Yeah.
Maybe she lives near Lake Tahoe.
My cabin's at Mountain Village. You're a toady.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk, Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day.
I don't remember the voice.
And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
I hope that was the right voice. I honestly don't remember.
Who cares at this point? It's been too long. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy.
Let's just be happy Salmonella wasn't one of the people.
I've been training from a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
The implication being here that Mia was also in the photo.
Yeah.
Which is a nice touch. I think they actually do show the photo later. I don't remember.
They might. I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Sorry.
Oh, this is a nice photo.
I was desperate to pull out my Salmonella voice, but... Hold it. A brand new episode has been added.
We can hold off on for a while because honestly,
Please.
not only is my voice set, I want to eat this hamburger that I've been like not eating because honestly I kind of didn't want to interrupt that last portion. Guys, I was willing to interrupt that portion beforehand, but
Yeah, I get it.